Good morning, everyone. Hello. How we doing today? It is May the 30th. Right. I need to focus. Let's see what today holds, shall we? Morning, Claudia. Ooh. Fancy, fancy, fancy. It's Dagaz. That's a good one, sort of. Dagaz. Day or dawn. Breakthrough. Awakening. Embarking on an enterprise. See, this is why I have the cheat sheet, because I forgot that Dagaz stood for hope. Literally, hope. Now we will check with the Oracle deck and see what it would. We will see what wisdom the Oracle deck has for us today. Side note, when I post these on YouTube, I do absolutely no editing. You guys get this completely uncut, and that's why I make flubs, and I just don't care to fix it. I mean, it's not like you guys care much, right? Anyway. Uranus. Good. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, good Lord. Day I feared would come. Actually, no. I like the death card. Death doesn't represent death. Death represents transformation, change, adaptation. Death is the end of something and the beginning of something new. Death is actually a very good card. This is the Tower. And the Tower... Oh, good lord. We're gonna start with the Four of Cups because I need to know what's gonna help today. Apathy, remorse. Uh-oh. Change can also make things better. I'm gonna skip around because I can. There's no such thing as a purely bad card in the tarot. They all have their positives and their negatives. The Tower is one of the most aggressive cards. To see the Tower in a reading means something sudden and something major. To put it in context, death is someone quietly passing in the night. The devil is someone who expires because of a really bad drug trip. The Tower, the best way I can explain the Tower is someone straps a bomb to their chest and blows the fuck up. The Tower's most literal definition is destruction. The image on my card in particular is of the Tower being destroyed. Ruin. Evil. Revelation. Situation. The tower is the only card in the entirety of the tarot deck that I know of whose meaning, when reversed, is literally just the same thing, but not as bad. Or not as sudden. But the tower can also be a good thing, because one of its core meanings is the end of a long-standing problem. So, yeah, it can be positive if you let it. Baba. How do I spin this in a positive light? Or do I just admit it and go with... No, because one card does not make the reading. And we literally have Temperance and Dagaz to counterbalance the darkness of the tower. The tower's shadow only falls so far. There we go. Yeah. The tower can also be breaking up with your boyfriend because, you know, you're sick of him beating you. It is a sudden, dramatic change. And like we mentioned with death, change is not always bad. Good lord, I rambled today. Okay. So, the rune for the day is Dagaz. Well, hang on. I have people DMing me questions about stuff. Anyway, right. Focus. The rune for today is Dagaz, day or dawn. It stands for breakthrough, awakening, embarking on an enterprise, hope. Dagaz is a very good rune for a positive change. The oracle for today is Uranus, and the moment I saw the card, I had this vision, I guess you could say, of staring out, being close to the horizon. I don't know how to explain it better than that. The theme for today is Temperance, harmony, balance, calm. It stands for moderation, a sense of balance, commitment, especially to a new life, creative problem solving by combining different ideas or energy. Temperance is a very good card of modulation. It's positive, but not in a you have to be positive way. Things that may hinder today, and this is the scary one, is the Tower. Ruin, upheaval, revelation. An explosive situation, something extreme, possibly even violent conditions. Revelation, spiritual or shocking. Liberation, the sudden end of a long-standing problem. A good example of a positive focus for the Tower is getting your car engine fixed. A good example of the Tower being the Tower is your transmission falling out of your car. Things that may help today is the Four of Cups. Apathy, remorse, disillusionment. Stands for detachment, an opportunity either missed or ignored. Someone may be in love with you and you not know it. Hesitation about something new. All that together, chaotic meanings. Here's what I got. The Tower is a scary card. It shakes up so much, it can consume a whole reading if you aren't careful. Hell, if you watch the video, it almost did for me. But we have to remember the Tower is only one part of the equation. Sudden, dramatic upheavals happen. What we do with that knowledge, that upheaval, is what matters. Temperance shows us to look at things from another perspective. That something is more than the sum of its parts. And Dagaz is literally a rune of hope. So if we detach from the normal fear of the Tower, we see a different perspective. A day less about desolation and ruin, and more of a day about change that is very much necessary, that we've needed for a long time. To be scared of what is to come is natural. We all have our fears that things will only get worse. But things can't get better if we don't risk the change. And as my uncle was always fond of saying, just rip the band-aid off and get it over with. It hurts more in the moment, but you'll feel better faster. I want you guys to take that energy and remember, life isn't yeah. Life isn't about what's safe, what's easy. Life is about doing what you believe is right and going down your path. Do I agree with everyone's path in life? Hell no. There's a lot of people I wish would not. But it's still their life. It's still their path. And they walk it as they believe they should. And so long as you're hurting no one with the path you walk, I don't see why I should tell you how to live your life. At the end of the day, there is only a handful of things you can do in this life. And those things are take care of yourself, stay safe out there, and have a wonderful day. You can make today what you need it to be. It doesn't matter that the tower is staring us right there like a loaded shotgun. We can change this world for the better if we put our minds to it. Alright? YouTube audience, I will catch you guys in the next daily reading video. I'll see you then, alright? I'm gonna go back to Twitch now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.